Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Alright, so just as I said in a previous video, I'm not panicking just yet. Every couple of months Trump will do something or something will happen to Trump, and there's this big media blitz that wants to shake you out of your seat. Trump is damaged goods. You can't possibly associate with him. Some people fall for it, they cower, then they come back, they cower, they come back, and some people turn into Mitt Romney. But for the most part, for the most of us, I mean, we've been through this rodeo before. It's called Fake News Groundhog Day. It's nothing but a headline, an empty headline at that. Trump didn't tank his campaign with a bad performance at the NABJ. No, on the contrary, Trump did exactly what I called. He planted the frickin' seed. He had the balls to show up there and essentially call Kamala Harris fake as simply using her appearance, her racially ambiguous appearance, to pander to multiple different groups which she's not actually associated with. On a cultural level, the left wanted everyone to just be offended. Oh, how dare he? How dare he question a strong woman of color? You kind of notice a trend too. Remember, he was being accused of racism during the start of that interview.
You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
You said mean things to people of color. You said mean things to black journalists. And now the accusation is you're racist because you said something mean or you questioned the authenticity of Kamala Harris, a racially mixed woman in power. They just want to continuously weaponize race. They know it's a sensitive subject that allows them to manipulate certain weak-willed people. Let's call it the how dare you strategy. It's an interesting play, but the only real issue that it has is the natural effect of diminishing returns. The more they use this defensive strategy, the more they say you're a racist for saying mean things to any black person or questioning the identity of any black person, the more they rely on that same argument over and over again. The returns diminish over time, and then eventually the seed of doubt that was planted, what Trump was actually saying, the entire point, well, that seed starts to blossom, and that right there is where Democrats get in trouble. In fact, I think that's where they're getting in trouble right now. Hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. I mean, this is a really long intro, and I might be just going on with random metaphors, but hopefully it actually makes sense and you understand what I'm trying to paint here. They said Trump was done, but he clearly isn't. Now everybody's asking the question, is Kamala Harris actually authentic, or is she a total fraud? And well, CNN looked for the answer to that, and let's just say they didn't exactly get the answer that they were looking for. Let me show you guys what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so hopefully I laid the ideas down. Now just take a look. Let's take a peek into what's going on in your average black barbershop. Here it is.
Is Kamala going to make you a little more likely or less likely to vote Democrat?
Just hold on, wait, first, Ray, hold on, Ray. Is Kamala black, yes or no?
I'm going to let her speak on that. But to me, no.
Oh, is Kamala black, yes or no?
I share that same view.
Wow, is Kamala black, yes or no?
I heard she was. I heard she's half black and half Asian.
It feels like she black when she want to be. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest.
I feel that same. Because
wow.
Yeah, she uses the black card when she have to.
Wow, it's huge. Okay. I'm just saying, I've heard this is huge, man.
Okay, so that's interesting. My follow-up question is, does it matter?
At this point, no. I think America's... I tell people this right now. If you really want change in this country, you would not be voting for either of the lesser of two evils. So, like, if we at that point, if we truly at that point as Americans, then we know what we need to do.
But I'm talking about this. We're debating her ethnicity.
Yeah.
Right? And we're hedging, right? Mm-hmm. Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
If she came out tomorrow and was like, yo, I'm black.
That don't mean nothing to me. Obama was black.
Right. Doesn't mean anything to you.
No.
Wow.
Now, hold on. Do you think, though, let's flip it a little bit further. Does a black candidate maybe understand your background, your needs better than a candidate who's not?
If they've come from our background.
Well, so let's get away from that. Let's say it is a black candidate.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you vote for someone who's a black candidate over a white candidate if they have the same issues? and they're no different on the issues, but one's black, one's white. Do you favor the black candidate because of like those reasons? Maybe they understand my situation better, understand me better.
Yeah, are you relating to somebody more just based on if they kind of resemble what you look like? Does that inherently make you want to vote for them?
If they come from my background, like
just like Ray said, like so they really gotta be. Yeah. They just can't be black. They gotta
can't just be black.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you have to come from my background. Wow. You have to understand what it is to be poor, to fight for everything, to get where I've been through so much to get where I am today. And if you can't relate to that, why am I going to just give you my vote? Why am I going to support you?
So a white person, hold on. So a white person just comes through all of that versus a rich black person.
That white person, if he's going through the same thing that I've gone through, he from the hood, he from the trailer parks, he from the bottom, bro, you got my vote because you understand where I come from.
That's what I always say.
I try to tell people.
Oof, yikes. You know, generally doesn't end well when I have that kind of reaction. That was absolutely brutal. I mean, Kamala Harris is now traveling the nation with Megan Thee Stallion, gyrating her body parts on stage for an enthused crowd. Cardi B and others are likely to join. She's going on and telling everybody about her collard greens.
Right, Marlon, so I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub. So I am not playing around. So what you got?
I mean, pretty soon Kamala Harris is going to replace Aunt Jemima in the next woke company rebrand. She's essentially attempting to sell to the world that she is authentic black American, totally ingrained with the culture. But it seems as though the people aren't buying it. It seems as though what Trump said that was supposedly so controversial that it ended him as a political candidate forever, it seems as though in the end Trump is saying exactly what the boys are saying in the frickin' barbershops. Oh, so controversial. You know, maybe the meme that Trump's the real first black president, that he's the blackest president, maybe there's some actual real world validity attached to that statement. What is it, 34 felony counts? And counting, the man's been shot. He's been referenced in so many rap lyrics over the last however many decades. And now he's coming out on stage to 50 Cent's Many Men. Yeah, maybe not so racist after all. Donald Trump just happens to be the quintessential New York badass. The seed has obviously been planted, and the left is obviously getting a little rattled.
Who's out here trying to take the blackness away from Kamala Harris, our VP, and soon to be president, because your daddy, Donald Trump, gives you these talking messages so you repeat the dumb shit. Oh, she's an Indian. She's black on occasions. Really? Make that shit make sense.
Everyone wants to pretend that the Democrats are just de facto winning because Kamala Harris is up a couple points on Joe Biden's historically low floor for a Democrat candidate. No, and honestly, it's not likely to last. Kamala can't even speak for herself. There's so much talk surrounding her candidacy. Where does she stand on issues? Can she defend herself on the issue of being too far left-wing? Is she authentic in her branding as a black American woman? Or is it all just a marketing brand? Can she explain her track record as a prosecutor? Can she explain her relationship to Willie Brown? You know, these are all important things. Can she explain her track record on the southern border? She's not answering any of it. And obviously, over time, we're seeing cracks in the foundation. Donald Trump is slowly chipping at some of those cracks. There's 3 months to go in this incredibly consequential election. It's not time to play with the Democrats and their ridiculous little pearl-clutching games. You can't say that, you can't do that. Oh, that's off limits. It's time to say the truth, unequivocally, without regret, because eventually, regardless of how controversial the truth may be, eventually, the truth comes to light. And the truth is that Kamala Harris is a total and utter fraud. Anyways, that's pretty much the video. That's what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.